There really isn't any way to get around this, to get over this. A man must be tested vigorously, aggressively, in whatever ways possible to find out who the hell he is. Performance must be evaluated on the most realistic, real world situation so the man knows where his problems are. He must learn, he must be trained in the toughest, most relentless environment that deliberately puts pressure on the man. It lets him know in uncertain terms that he must learn and prepare himself in a way it was set up for him to learn. Don't complain. Get into it. He must stress himself. He must be tested and evaluated all the time by people, professionals. He must subject himself to this to be evaluated. He's got to take his skills and his preparation and his mind and body tie up out into the real world and see if he can put it up on that flagpole and anyone will salute it. Throw it into the East River, the Bronx River, and see if his act will float. Throw it on the mat. See if the cattle lick it up. Find out who in the hell he is in the real world. Win his own ethics, morality, and standards right there in the real world according to what he can do and what he can deliver, practically speaking. The real question is, who are you in situation of social, physical, mental extremity? This is called the sociology of the absurd. This is hardcore gestalt. This is how to de-victimize, which is the most important. You don't go anywhere. You don't do anything as long as a victim. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything if you're a victim. That comes first. You must de-victimize. That comes first. Once you're de-victimized and you can grab your life by the throat and shake it up on your own power, you become then the master of your fate, the captain of your destiny. You don't need no Tony Robbins. You don't need anybody to give you a sermon, to lecture you, to tell you what's right and what's wrong. The hell with these people. These are multi-millionaires making millions trying to tell me what to do, what's right, what's wrong, what's ethical, what's standard bullshit. I have to go out in that real world as my own good Samaritan, my own representative. But how can I do that if I'm out of shape and I'm out at 5'2.5"? Now, to be 5'2.5" like me connotates to be small and weak, and everybody's going to stick their chest out to me unless I put a stop to it. Everybody's going to try to make me cower and genuflect unless I put a stop to it. Only I, in my own power, my own self-sufficiency, standing like a man, can say no, 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 and mean it, and put a stop to it right then and there. But you have nothing to back it up physically, socially. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Then you're a victim. You have no presence. You have no poise. And most importantly, you present no virility. How the hell are you going to approach a woman, any woman? How are you going to do it? That's the real question. I put that question to a man, and I say, mister, don't tell me who you are. Show me who you are. You turn me loose with my camera, and I'll find out who in the hell you are. You rip your shirt off and come back in that posing room, and I'll call out poses, and I'll find out who in the hell you really are. You got to sweat your man. Put him through hard tests in the real world. See if he can adapt. See how he handles himself in situation of social extremity, when he must rely only on himself. There's nobody there to rescue him. And no Tony Robbins to protect him. 6'8", 6'7", Tony Robbins. No Tony Robbins there. Tony Robbins, where the hell are you? Protect me, Tony. Hey, Tony took the train out to the coast. We can't find Tony. Hey, Tony, come on, Tony. Protect me, advise me, rescue me, the giant Tony, come on! How about you, Dr. Phil? 6'4", come on, Dr. Phil. You took it all that big talk. You're a badass. What about you, O'Reilly? Come on, O'Reilly. You're the big ass kicker if you stand up at your full height of 6'4". You know what I say to these clowns? Bullshit. Bullshit, you phony moralists, you phony sermonizers, you phony keepers of standards and values and morality that was shown to be bullshit 100 years ago. It was thoroughly exposed during the sexual revolution, and you want to rehash all that crap that's been challenged all that time, and you want to bring it up again. Not when you meet me, fella. Not when you meet me. I'll knock you straight. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how you want to intimidate me and stand above me. I'll roar back at you. I'm resolved not to take... I know bullshit when I hear it, and I'm resolved to put a stop to it, or at least try to expose it and stand up against it, and ask the right questions and confront these phonies. And prove to them, show them, that their morality, that their standards, that their values are garbage. They don't work in the real world. I take them to places. I'm talking about Dr. Phil. I'm talking about Tony Robbins. I'm talking about Prager, the self-righteous Prager, radical right. I'll take these bums to places they don't want to go. I'll push on them. I'll question them relentlessly. And I don't quit. I don't quit. If I have one more thing to say, I'm going to say it. And I'll keep on talking. When they throw me out of the room, I'll keep right on talking. And when I get out, I'll talk some more. Nobody stops me. Nobody stops me from expressing my opinion. And remember this. Most of these people that claim they're just a mister, just like me. And as a matter of fact, I have more credentials than these clowns do. I have my life. I have my studies, years and years of serious studies in amateur rhinoceros. I got years of it. Plus my life experience, I put that on the line. So when I come in there, I have something to come in with. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Fully confident of what I'm saying.